What is up? We are live. We are going to do some drafters today. We're going to say hi to the chat. After that, I'm going to tell you a little funny story. And here we go.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills, flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, came in chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
All right, we have a not a root beer fan here in Pepper Tony. What's up, Massive Audio? How we doing, sir? How we doing? So I have a pretty funny story to tell you. If you guys followed me last year, you will think this is pretty great. I decided randomly today that I was going to buy a couple packs of football cards. Right, you can only buy like from 2025. Like I just went to Walmart and picked up a couple things, and I just bought whatever was there. Like just two different ones. One of them was a Panay thing. I know nothing about them. I just felt like cracking a pack because I'm an addict, and I got like 4 packs in, and I noticed that what I bought was just all rookies. It was literally all rookies. They had like a rookie only type thing, like a prospect style. And I hit a rookie from last year autograph. Take a guess what autograph I got. Just take a guess. What autograph would the world send to me? Like you guys get one guess. What do you think was in the pack? I got a Savion card. It was not the autograph. It was not Simmons. It was not Rocket Sanders. It was none other than my boy Damian Martinez. Like it had to be Damian Martinez. Yes, exactly. Maximus got it. Like I'd said it, and then he typed it as I was saying it. Probably. Absolutely, it had to be Damian Martinez. I opened it up and I'm like, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at that. That's it's pretty humorous, in my opinion. But we're gonna join this drafters. I guess we're just gonna kind of talk a little bit while we do that. There's plenty of spots. No reason for a countdown or anything. You did say the same thing. My guy didn't get cut in training camp, but he got cut right after training camp, and then he got cut again, and now he's on the Packers. So, yeah. What was who did you get, Massive? By the way, we are here on Drafters, and I'm gonna set up the music real quick. Let me scale this down. Let me know if it's too loud or not. I think it was about here last time. I haven't drafted Genty. No. You and Pepper Tony know. Nobody else knows. Like nobody else knows. Oh, you still want to see the countdown? All right, let's do the countdown. All right, we are drafting in 15 seconds.
We never leave the grind. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
All right. So, also in other news, I have a full lineup for next week right now. Like I got 4 people coming to the show. Uh, it's going to be awesome. We got on Monday, Nice and Blunt will be here. On Tuesday, I'll be by myself. As of right now, I might just prefer to be by myself for one day. I don't know. We'll see what happens. On Wednesday, Steph Miller will be here from Leg Up. That will be fun. Like I look very forward to that. We tried to get something together last year, didn't work out, so I'm very looking forward to that. Thursday, Steve and I are going to start the new show to where we're going to do our best to try to like. I think we'll be fine, but we're going to dive into data and we're going to look at wide receiver twos and the effect they have on wide receiver ones and such. And I think we're going to go a little deeper. I'm going to message him a couple ideas I had to kind of look at as well. Um, and then after that show, hopefully that stays about an hour. That'll be at 2 p.m. on Thursday, and then at Central, and at 4 p.m. Central, Losimo will be on for the Who Crew, the Who's Crew. So got a busy week going for sure. Definitely looking forward to it. What's up, Mikey boy? How we been? We're waiting on 6 for this drafters. Hopefully we can get this filled. If we are having a lot of trouble, like if it takes another like 7 8 minutes, 5 6 7 8 minutes, I will do an underdog one. I I'm kind of, I mean, I could also go to DK. Either way, it doesn't matter. I would like to do the drafters one because I put the drafters thing up as well. But I definitely want to want to try to save a bunch of my underdog ones for when I have guests. Uh, just because the other sites you can't name. Like I wouldn't mind doing drafters or DK with other people. But yeah, definitely want to be able to track it easily and not have to write it down and keep a spreadsheet. So something I've been debating on is what do I want to do with Javonte Williams? I'm kind of out of all the running backs after Scadaboo, and I fully understand if you're not into Scadaboo, right? Like I like Swift, but like Travion, Harvey, Scadaboo is like I just think his upside potential is too high to completely avoid. I don't see that with Harvey at all. Travion's path is more blocked, but he's not hurt. So I would understand that one. I'm choosing to go with the Scadaboo side of that. But like Javonte is kind of the solid guy that's there. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I do think that it's probably better than I want it to be. We got 11 votes, and right now A&W, the right answer, is winning. Yeah, I'm assuming that a bunch of the people listening are old enough to remember A&W stores, and getting fresh tapped root beer was awesome. Like fresh tapped root beer is fantastic. Like it's so much better. Or just root beer from a frosted mug. Like there are certain ways to do root beer that are just way superior. Like if you got the tap and the frosted mug, like it's so hard to beat. I was never a float guy, but I did really like the iced mugs because they had a I never had that. I was just doing like, so I live in a town of 4,000 people. The 4 I wrote down, the top 4 everyone knows, right? The last one I just couldn't think of a last option. Right now, like currently, I think it's called Frosties. They come in glass bottles. They're not bad. So we're still waiting on 3 for this. Hopefully, like it kind of feels like it will fill. I'm a Barks guy on that list. I mean, actually, Culver's is probably the right answer. Like adding Culver's to that because I don't know what kind of root beer Culver's uses, but the Culver's root beer is pretty good. You have one Jetty Chair. We were sold that he was a generational talent, so situation didn't matter. He averaged 12 points per game. It is not, number one, it's not the same O-line because Connor, what's his name? Connor Tanner? Connor Tanner. That's the tight end. Colton Miller. Colton Miller was injured the entire season. And whenever your well above average left tackle is hurt, it absolutely plummets. They also, like, Geno Smith returned to Geno Smith from the Jets. Like, I don't see how Mendoza is going to be worse. They have a bunch of money to fix the offensive line. I'm projecting that they fix some of the offensive line, even if it's a bad offensive line free agency. I do think that, like, anyone they sign is basically an upgrade, and they have the second most cap in the league. So, and I think they understand that that is their biggest target. So, I think that they're going to do that. If they do not, it is not a good pick where he's going. If they do, I think it's a pretty decent pick. Yeah, it is a lot of projection. And and we all do this, right? We all have some situations that we project and we're happy with it. And we think that this is going to happen and we're going to be overweight on that. And other situations, you're like, I don't like that to project. So I want to be less on it. Like, I'm projecting that ETN does not stay with the Jaguars. So I really dislike his ADP, right? As soon as if he signs with the Jaguars, I'm okay taking him like 5 spots high because he's not going to go much more than 5 spots higher if he even goes higher at all. Like, I'm okay just mixing him in that group at that point. And like Genty's argument's that exact same thing, right? Like, if they get 4 offensive linemen, what do we expect, right? Like, are we expecting him to become like the 6th overall pick? Like, no, he's gonna be going around where he's going. I just like taking him here and there now because I think that I prefer the running back teams, and I think that they're going to be better. Is all. And there is a lot of projection. I absolutely agree with that. And we're still waiting on 2. We need 2 for the drafters. We are in the $10 early drafters championship. So hopefully we can get this filled. I wanted to get one in before the night was over. I got off work early today, so I thought I would go ahead and get a stream in. And since I slept 40 total minutes last night, I'm probably, unless this just hits for some reason today, like, probably do one and be done. Sup, Who Crew? That's right. But yeah, waiting on one. Oh, by the way, if you're new to Drafters, you can use promo code WHO for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. If you type that in and it doesn't work, message me. Like, jump in the Discord, send me a message whenever I can. I will get back to you. Weekends, it is harder for me to get back because I work 12s on the weekends. So, but I will definitely get back either way. Nobody could have ever projected the Raiders would be bad last year ever. Yeah. I mean, I thought they would be bad. I just thought they'd be functionally bad, not dysfunctionally bad. There's a big difference between a bad team, like a functional bad team, and a dysfunctional bad team. Like the Giants were a functional bad team, right? They had a lot of solid fantasy stuff. The Raiders were not a functional bad team. You know, uh, I I wanted to believe. That's it. Like I had faith in Chip Kelly for some reason. Um, like I don't know why. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna try to justify it. I'm just gonna say I did. That like got me. Like got me. Absolutely got me. Uh, there'll be a got me moment this year. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Uh, I mean, I work for Sherwin-Williams Warehousing, uh, making decent money. Not like great money, but I make like my cost of living versus the amount of money I make is pretty solid. Um, I drive 45 minutes to a place that has uh, the distribution center. And so we are at the 105. We have Soul at the 102. We have Ralph at the 107. We have Emo. I believe you are probably here at the 10. If I missed you chatting, sorry. I'm going to say something here, assuming that I can figure what I'm doing. So, yeah, I know Ralph listens, or I know he used to. So welcome back if you are here. Yeah. Man, look at him. He fit that taco right into that Gimp mask. Look at him. Just look at him, man. Just at like, oh yeah. I mean, I love that picture. It's so wild. I've been in the like late on Drafter specifically. I've been at the 4 and like the 9 and 11 a lot. Geno Smith not being able to rally a team to his teammates color me shocked. Absolutely. Like there were so many signs, and at the same time, like everyone was in on it. Like all of big, like I bought in, like, but I got there before everyone really started. Like I was, man, like Chip Kelly as not a head coach might be a lot better, right? Like I said the same thing about Brian Callahan as a passing game coordinator, but I mean, like I'm saying that he's hated on too much. I don't think it's going to work out with him and Nagy. Absolutely not. I do think it could be better than Nathaniel Hackett, though. I will give him that. It depends on what you consider success. So in the playoff stuff, I've netted money both years, but not much money. I've kind of got destroyed in drafters mains and stuff. But I also, like last year, not this year, but the previous year, I had a team in like the top, last year I maxed it and I had a team at 150 in the main. But 150 doesn't pay, it pays like $500 or whatever. So like you pretty much need to get in like the top 75 to even come close to getting money back. So like it's a very aggressive tournament. But yeah, I had a team in the top. It was exactly 150. Um, yeah, we'll take the double. Like, and I do think that this is like a thinner path, right? Taking the two elite wide receivers. Um, so, but yeah, like you pretty much have to thread the needle. Like it is. This is more of a you need gigantic upside than even in like on underdog you need the single week upside, right? Over here you also need it, but you also need those same players to play well the whole season, not just 3 weeks, right? Yeah, you could hop in, Emo. Let me like obviously we can't draft together, but if you want to hop in, sounds good. I've been meaning to reach out to you anyway, for an actual like scheduled thing. I will send it to X here in a minute. All right, there you go. 1v1 me, you coward. I mean, so I know I've been pretty out on Bucky. I don't want zero Bucky either. Like, especially on the full PPR sites, I definitely don't want zero with the passing work stuff that's gonna happen. Tried drafter of the year of Puka Kyron, last 2 picks, and still didn't do well, so you quit. I mean, it is a different structure for sure. It's much different. Like Meg from Fanspeak has done pretty well on limited entries on the marathon, which is essentially the same contest as this. So like the Fanspeak network, like she's had quite a bit of success with it. Legit thought who was going to go zero. No. Like I think zero RB, and when Emo gets here, he could weigh in on it. But I think zero RB on total points specifically is an awful decision. Like maybe 3 wide receivers and then you hammer a bunch of running backs. Maybe that'll work. But you look every year at the separators in rounds 1, 2, and 3, and every year one of the guys that separates like the most in rounds 1, 2, or 3 is a running back. So, hey, all good. Do you need a new? Let me add another one and make sure I gave you the right link. Yeah, that's the right link that's in there. How do you flip the switch from underdog DK to drafters? Like, I generally just like kind of do it on a whim, but I try to like focus on one at a time, right? Like I definitely don't multi-table the different formats. So we're gonna go ahead. I know Emo will not be a fan of this pick, but this is all about upside, and Scatabo, if healthy, is absolutely gonna beat this ADP. I believe. Now, it does what does suck about this is that this contest started and he had no ADP. So there's a bunch of teams out there. There were, I think, 107 pods or something finished with Scatabo with no ADP, and a lot of people were getting him in like round 7 and 8. But if he is what you need, that's only like 107 teams is a lot, but it's not like enough that you're absolutely toast if that is what you need either. But like I try to like I just kind of instinctively know who all has like the higher pass catching stuff. And like whenever you research a bunch of stuff, like you'll know like in this contest, like correlation matters a little less. Elite quarterback, like whenever you start looking at it, and I fought this last year, but I think that Stat ATL was absolutely right. Elite quarterback in this is just harder to get home. Even 2 years ago when Lamar Jackson had 50 more points than everybody else, like there wasn't a Lamar Jackson team in the top 10 teams. So it just makes it harder. I'm going to go ahead and take Swift over Javonte. Purely because... Hey, what's up, Emo? Hey, are you muted? Yes, StreamYard really doesn't like these things.
So goddamn annoying. Like I feel like every other week I have to reset my PC because it's like your camera and mic are in use, even if I have everything shut off, even if I reset and clear everything. And then, dude, I have no virtual voice changer enabled, but that's the default every time I come into stream. Anyway.
Yep.
Who cares?
I don't have that problem. And you know why I probably don't have that problem?
Why is that?
Because I've never upgraded to Windows 11.
You know what? Yeah, dude, fuck you, Windows. Shit company. All right,
yeah, so
here we go.
So I'm kind of I've been out on Javonte, and like I know you like him a lot, right?
Sorry. Let me do this.
All good.
My VPN wants to turn on and ruin everything. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
all right. Sorry. Who are we talking about?
Javonte Williams. And by the way, welcome to... How the hell do you say that? GR Linden. I think he said he's in the 9 hole. Yep.
There we go. Oh. Jesus.
Oh, obviously in the 9 hole with the same name that he typed with. Obviously. Javonte Williams. Like I'm still Swift over him. I don't know. I don't think you like Swift this year a whole lot. Do you?
I think he's fine. Like I mean, I'm at the point where it's like he's still talented, he's still explosive. If he stays with the Bears, he's a good price. If he leaves, it's because someone traded for him, and I don't think they're going to relegate him.
Yeah, that's and are they going to spend more capital at running back? Like what they have works, you know?
Yeah, and so it's like he's like Kyle Monangai is a guy. If anyone's going to get replaced in that offense, to me, it's going to be the 7th round running back that was fine, but it was, you know, the offensive line was very good.
And he's at pick 84.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Swift is fine. I mean, it's like at this point in the season, there were worse clicks to make. I feel like, yeah, I was really tough there. I didn't know if I wanted Daniels or Warren. I feel like I can get serviceable quarterbacks. I feel like the running backs get thin real quick.
Yeah, right before you jumped on, I was just talking about how elite quarterback is much worse than drafter specifically because like with Lamar 2 years ago, he was cleared everybody by 50 points and still didn't crack a top 10 lineup.
Yeah.
But like that was at price at round 4. At round 6,
yeah.
Like if he did the same thing, the math is different.
Yeah, I think as long as Jaden's like 5-6 turn, 6th round pick, he's gonna be. I'd be heavily into him because like that's like Hurts a couple years ago, and he was a 6th round pick, and he was like QB1. the Raptors team that won didn't even need a second quarterback.
I mean, yeah, there was that one year to where they didn't start a quarterback for 4 weeks or 3 weeks, the last 3
I'm
weeks,
talking
right?
about,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, Jaden is a great price there. No, yeah. So like, short answer is I think Swift at cost is fine, especially on drafters. I think he's much more PPR viable because of the pass catching and stuff. Especially just like as the NFL trends that way with these weak rookie classes and with like running games being important.
Right.
Fifth round is totally justifiable for him. I think right now, all things considered. I like Javonte.
Yeah, so
Sam Rington.
what I was gonna say is like I've not taken a lot of Bucky on underdog at all, but I do think on drafters and DraftKings he's a fine pick. I don't like it that much on underdog.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I hate that we're not. He's one of those players where I'm like, why are we not getting more of a discount? Why is he the same price he was last year?
I think he should be down there with ETN and Kyron.
I agree.
Or maybe Kyron where he is. I don't take Kyron because he's my Derrick Henry. I'm just gonna let him beat me until
you're gonna take Kyron. It's gonna be on drafters because you're chasing like the good team, good running back. He can just get hot and score a shit ton of touchdowns. I'm not that into it on underdog either. On drafters, I'm trying to like make sure I continue to lean into like good teams, good players.
Right.
Yeah. Smash price because you're gonna have a lot of scoring opportunities. And dude, May Hurts right there is just so fucking donkey brained, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at Daniel's dart, and I'm like, that's fun for underdog. That's but like, I don't love it. But yeah, I was gonna take Javonte there because I've been after like I agree with them that like at 38 it may have been a little much. Not gonna spoil anything, but like I think that it's too high to like bring him up to where Harvey is. But like at the same time, like if you're out on Scatabo, Henderson, Judkins, like he is the next guy. Technically, it's him and Swift, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially on drafters, like Swift has good team attached to him, good role attached to him, good pass catching attached to him. If he moves teams, you'd have to assume the role gets better in like 60 to 70% of outcomes, and then also health. Like Scatabo and Judkins, I'm not clicking at these prices on the drafters right now a majority of the time because I'm quite worried. A, the teams start slow and somewhat bad. B, their injuries make their first 4 to 6 weeks minimum less efficient and potentially like eased in from like a usage role. And I think it's really hard to overcome that in drafters.
I'd done some research on the Scatabo and Judkins injury, and like it wasn't like super deep research, but what I was seeing, and I know they looked awful, but what I was seeing is that like at 6 months they should be like full go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it spooks me. Like I
totally get like I can't unsee the direction of that foot. That's something that I will never forget.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
At the same time, like on drafters, like this is why I don't mind it, especially on drafters, is because like this, you need to hit the most mispriced players. And if Scadabo's 100% healthy and like Nagy affects him less than Neighbors, obviously.
Yeah,
he's still affected. But like it's pretty easy to see that Scadabo could be the most mispriced player in the 4th round. Like he might just, and I'm not saying he should be a 2nd rounder, but like if he's just a round ahead, like that's a massive value.
Yeah, I would say that my sneaking suspicion is McLaurin, Flowers, JMO in that order are likely to be the most mispriced in this format. And then Scatabo, I'm like, there's no reason Scadabo's price should be above Henderson, Swift, Javonte in my mind from I love Scatabo, but like it is a completely new coaching staff. It's not the most exciting offensive coordinator in the world. The rest of the position coaches seem interesting. And Dart is fun but shaky from like a how good the team is going to be standpoint. And then you've got the injury. So it's just like a lot of question marks, and I'm like, to me, the price spooks me more than it makes me interested. But again, you got to take some shots. He's fun. His his workhorse. Like it, from those standpoint, I see the path, but it's just like it feels like a lot of risk right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm going to be slightly overweight, like 10 to 12%, but it's because I see the opportunity. Like, I don't think he's a guy you want to zero, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think if you want to go 4%, like McCaffrey, you don't want to zero McCaffrey. Like, no matter what you think. And by the way, slap it up. Thanks for popping in. I would love to see that team because I don't think I've ever seen an elite quarterback that won.
I'm more interested in Allen was a pretty poor pick last year overall. So I'm
so he must have absolutely
hit the nuts everywhere else, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, Allen did have some mega spikes, and the mega spikes do really matter.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying, like
on it matters more on drafters, in my opinion, than it does on underdog, because no matter what week it happens, you get credit. So
yes, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, like what was it? Rico Dowdle was way more powerful on drafters because he gave you like some huge fucking weeks.
Yes.
Before doing nothing. So like those
Devontae was too.
Exactly. So like those huge spikes did you way more in a total points contest than a single week.
That's sick. Puka CMC.
Yeah, I mean that'll.
yeah. On drafters last year, Puka was falling to like 15 every once in a while. It was nuts. Yeah. That's awesome. And like that was pre-draft. Yeah, CMC was in the mid-second round in the pre-draft, right? Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, CMC in the second round was you weren't winning anything without that, most likely.
Yeah. And Lyndon said he's hoping that you took Myers so he could get Herbert.
Yeah, I was like no, I'm gonna get the mobile quarterback that's probably on a really good team before it dries up.
And like,
this is a shit range.
You know this, but Herbert, number 2 in the league in rush yards at quarterback last year.
Exactly, and guess what? The new OC said I want to keep him mobile. So
yeah, it's gonna be.
Plus, any slight drop off in rushing, which I was super in on with Roman, the passing offense should have like a 10 to 15% minimum boost in efficiency and pass rate. So,
dirty hit, just fire in here. Talk to me about Chuba. I'm down by 12% in round 9.
If he wasn't a good 6th round pick, I don't know what makes him a good 8, 9 round pick. Like I don't know how many times I can say this. His contract is fake. He just got relegated by Rico. They were both mostly ineffective in splitting with each other. There's nothing stopping them from continuing to add to that room if Rico walks.
So are you slightly in on Brooks as a buy low? Or like are you on like just maybe Emmett Johnson or like Jadarian Price that would like ruin him, I think.
You know who would kill him in an instant, like truly? J.K. Dobbins.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm fully in on Dobbins as well.
God, what do I want to do here? This sucks.
Yeah, let's look at Emo's team. And then we can look at mine.
Okay.
We took a third quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, James Cook, Chase Brown, Jalen Warren, Devontae Adams, Zay Flowers, Waddle, and Juwan Jennings. Why the third?
It's not a fun range, and so I'm just making myself do something I don't normally do, which is instead of just decide, I'm gonna click, and it probably should have been DJ Moore, but just for like the spikes, but like
I sure hope he makes it to me. Okay,
so it probably should have been more, but I'm just trying to think like I think one of my I am the QB arbitrage guy. I love cheap mobile cheat codes, but I think what I I had less good results last year on drafters, and I think part of my Achilles heel was I was too dogmatic with if I don't get a cheap elite, I'm mostly punting, and also I was just heavy Brock Purdy and the 49ers, which was just, missed too much time. So what I'm just deciding to do is in these like dead zone areas, I'm just going to lean, good quality quarterback. And when I'm taking my first guy after, when I'm not taking an elite, I'm probably going to go 3 to just ping pong the spikes. Got all 3 guys mobile, all 3 guys potentially attached to top, 10 offenses. And I'm just, and then I'm going to just wait till it's like 3 rounds of pretty flat. You could tell me any price in any order, wide receiver and running back and tight end. So it was either pull up a tight end, which maybe I should have done, or take the falling DJ Moore. But it's not encouraging.
I've been pretty out on the Packers, overall for the last year I was in on Kraft and Golden, but not Love and the rest of the offense.
Interesting.
This year I'm super into all of it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
this year it definitely feels like they're like. I mean, I'm kind of buying the riff between Jacobs and the team to some extent.
I wonder why. It's almost like it's a team-friendly contract that was all funny money after year 1, and then, without a really good offensive line, it's kind of dire because he's not like a world changer.
I mean, I really want to. What's your take on Emmett Johnson? By the way, I'm super in, but I don't know if you have a take or if you just like him because of PPR Tyler liking him.
I've yet to truly dig in. I've seen stats that are encouraging. I've seen stats that are worrisome, but I think, I've got my co-host on the Sanctuary, Rich, who's the Dynasty guy, and he agrees with the film heads that
I am fully,
I want to
fully in. I am fully in.
All the film heads are like, hey, he has such a good profile that he's just as likely to go second round as Price or anybody else. And so I think my thing with him is like the rookie class is weak and flat mostly, in general, outside of Love. So give me one of the cheaper guys who profiles well as like a do everything trusted kind of guy. I'm not going to get out over my skis about any of these rookies really, because I think last year, I was pretty like, hey, the NFL just told us this is a weak class, and I let myself get a little bit excited about a couple spots, and had I kind of just stuck with, I'll have some, but not much of the weak guys, I think I would have had a better turnout overall. So,
I mean,
pre-draft, I'll have some, but it like Emmett seems fun, but I'm not gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I fully expect him to be a second round pick by the time the draft happens.
And that's what I'm hearing. His odds to go second. And so in pre-draft, first and foremost, I just go, who's the most mispriced based on the likelihood to go higher than their draft capital, and then vice versa. I'll fade the guys who are the ADP's too confident in their draft profile, and vice versa when it comes to rookies before I even look at any of because to me, I depend so much on first down per route run, yards per route run, targets, just target share stuff, and then RAS. And I have very little of that right now, so I'm not gonna lose my
Najee Harris's RAS, right?
What's that?
Like Najee Harris's RAS,
dude. That RAS, baby. Well, and the funny part about
that was so great because
it's so funny.
PPR Tyler just let it go, and then he's like, "Are you serious?"
Well, and so the funny thing was that's how you know work fatigue was real, because that was my 3rd week of overtime, and I had looked up Najee's RAS before that, and I was like, oh yeah, no burst. He famously has no burst, no long speed,
right?
And then I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, he never even had a complete profile. But then I think that day before the stream, I was like, I couldn't remember, so I was like, let me just pull it up. And of course, Math Bomb auto-filled the complete RAS, and I didn't even clock. I was like, oh, have I been totally wrong about this? And then I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So I just pulled it up on stream because I was like, I think I've been wrong this whole time. And so that was what was funny is I hoodwinked myself because I knew, but anyway, so
yeah, man, the work fatigue stuff whenever you're streaming is like super real. Like,
I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah.
So let's get to chat real quick. We got 2 mules in here. I'm going to be doing another one. If he wants to stay, he can. And then Mike Rob wanted to see your team. We did that. So the interesting to me, the top wide receivers that you look at MHA, Rome, Neighbors draft, you can get Neighbors mid to late 20s. Tate, Lemon, and Tyson have a similar upside. I don't think they're close. Like that's where I'm at. I think that Neighbors and Tyson and Lemon are definitely a couple tier, like a tier and a half below what rookie season MHJ and Neighbors were supposed to do. Like, yeah, that's where I'm at.
I think people are. I generally think the rookie wide receiver class it's priced too aggressively. These guys seem exciting, they seem fun, but like, my God,
yes,
look at who they're going around. Like, it's a little too much because guess what? From an opportunity standpoint, rookie wide receivers are getting more and more opportunity earlier and earlier than anybody. So like a first round pick's not necessarily getting more snaps and routes than a second, third, or fourth round guy. So now you're like, well, then he's 20 times more talented. And it's like, we know that's not necessarily the case with draft capital. So yeah, I definitely think it's a little aggressive.
Yeah. So like my 2 stands are basically 2 of the ones that PPR Tyler are on, and that is Omar Cooper is my biggest, and then Emmett Johnson is my second biggest.
Yeah, and I totally get that. I'm gonna have plenty, but I'm also trying to be mindful that like I'm gonna find out so much more information about like draft capital deltas, testing.
I mean,
testing is gonna inform and impact draft capital one way or the other.
Well, so like I'm attacking drafters and DraftKings specifically for Omar Cooper because I think that he's super. Like, I think that when the combine happens, Omar Cooper becomes a pick in the 130s.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
And like, I like him a lot, and that doesn't mean he's going to work out. Like, Jack Best was a late round pick to become a pick in the 130s,
Yeah, that second round pick really bailed him out.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm not saying it's a definite win, right? Yeah. But if I think that they're like, if they get the second round capital, it's an increased chance at that win, and every edge in this game counts.
No, absolutely. Like, you gotta nail your process.
Yeah.
Who is not gonna make it back to me?
Yeah, well, where do you think Neighbors ends up falling to?
So
I think him and Rashee Rice should be close to each other.
Yeah, I think the Neighbors price is a little too aggressive because of the injury news, but apparently that was because he had like a secondary surgery to get his stuff right, and he's on track with that. So I think, was the early pricing too aggressive? Sure. Is it where it ends up fluctuating with like a month of proper reporting? Probably. I think the price is a little aggressive because he is coming off an injury and because it's a defensive head coach with one of the worst OCs of the last 5 years. And from a ceiling perspective, with a quarterback who is fun, but rushes, has some good throws, but is also not like the most accurate. There's a lot of question marks once again. And it's just like the pricing's a little too aggressive for all of those question marks. If I get both of my targets here, fuck yeah, let's go.
It wasn't Tyreek.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I had Shaheed and Franklin. I was ready to take either one. Franklin from a target is probably, and the offense is better thing is probably.
It's pretty funny because you two have literally had each other's cue like the whole time because
this has not been fun. We are just shafting this entire draft.
Yeah, you really are. I'll take. Man,
I just think Shaheed has like. I'm a little like Franklin's a great click overall, I think, for a lot of reasons, but we saw what Shaheed can do with a
Dude,
wide receiver 2 or 1 role, and he is a free agent. So I think his upside to move up from a CLV perspective and like an outcome perspective is pretty high. So it's worth clicking him.
I think as soon as he signs anywhere, even
He's
see
not-
if he resigns with Seattle, he's not going to 160.
No.
He
And
moves up to 120. Like he
yeah,
goes up to where he was last year. Like
yeah.
I don't understand why he's falling. Like Kayshawn Booty, I think is a good click, but I understand why he's falling. I at least understand that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Shaheed falling thing is simply people pull up his game log and go, oh, and it's like, dude, he got traded mid-season to a team that had a good thing going and an established wide receiver 2. They used him in a sparing role. He was still explosive on special teams and in the rush game, and when he got the opportunity in the pass. Like, he has all the juice. He still looks good. He's still successful. He's going to be used. He's either going to end back up with Clint Kubiak in Vegas with Mendoza, so that that might be like one of the worst outcomes from like he'll see the field, but rookie quarterback Bowers, you see the limited upside there. But like he goes anywhere else, he signs with Buffalo, he signs with
What if
KC, he signs with LA.
What if Alec Pierce leaves? They cut Pittman and they sign Shaheed for cheaper or something like
100%.
that.
Shaheed has so many outs to be
Like
slightly more affordable than he deserves to be, and he was still pretty good. Like, yeah,
rookie quarterback Shaheed is my I just
yeah, right.
uh
Let's see. We're gonna
where are
take
you at on Kamani Vidal? Because I don't understand why he keeps falling. I don't see them letting him go. Like I think he proved that he's going to be on the team.
I don't know, man. I think he's a guy like
He is, but he's a guy that proved he can at least be the backup and be successful at it. And like
here's my
he's
whole
free. He's free. Yeah.
His price is fine. I keep saying he's fine, but like they have so much money as a team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the free agent running back class is deep from like role players and contributors.
Yeah, it really is.
So like I and then the rookie class has different flavors. We know these teams are going to take guys. The same team that liked Vidal signed Najee Harris and gave him work with one eyeball. So it's like, did he prove something? Sure. Was he also like RB4 for most of the season? Yes. Is he a priority to that team? I'm a little skeptical. Like that's really all it is.
No, I mean, yeah,
this range sucks.
I just feel like they're gonna. I mean, I guess there's so much going to change with the Raiders because, like, something I want to see happen, and I don't know how. Like, Puka's basically due to get his contract this year if they don't want to screw themselves, right? Because this is his 4th year, or is this his 5th or 3rd year?
Who, Puka?
Yeah, this is his.
I think
he's going into his 4th, right?
Yeah.
So this is the year they would want to pay him in the offseason to save, right?
Yeah.
Or do they want to just go for a championship, trade a 1st and a 2nd, put Max Crosby on that line? That's what I would do. And then just
Max Crosby's been trying to force his way out, so I'd be pretty shocked if they like mended fences. Sounds like they're trying to do that by promoting the internal promotion for DC. They're trying their hardest to not lose Crosby, but it feels like Crosby's been on his way out for a while now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I expect the Raiders to hit it pretty heavy with.
Yeah, but like if you're the Raiders and the Rams offer you the 13th overall pick and a 2nd, are you saying no?
What's the trade comp?
13th overall pick and a 2nd, which would be 4 away, 58 or something.
I mean, I honestly think they should. I think the Raiders should do that because like
I'm not saying the Rams will. I'm just saying I think that both teams win in this situation. Right? Like I think this is a win-win kind of situation.
Yep, I mean potentially. The Rams have been trying to do some tricky stuff for a long time in the first round, so I'm not gonna rule them out of
Going.
anything aside from taking a running back in
I
the
mean,
first
both
round.
of these Indiana receivers are still here, and well, I'm just going to take one.
There you go.
Yeah. I so
I'm looking forward to this draft because like there's a lot of needs. It feels top heavy once again, deep at receiver and tackle and edge, and then you've got a weak running back class with a lot of different flavors. And then a lot of unhappy or tense vet situations. I feel like this could be a pretty trade happy off season,
right, and
including the draft.
especially a lot of the several of the unhappy guys are wide receivers, and this class supposedly has like 14 top 60 players at wide receiver,
Yeah,
something like that.
I won't be surprised if AJ Brown gets moved this year, and I won't be surprised if Waddle gets moved late this year either.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Um,
Tony says two first for Crosby minimum. Like I think that's where they're gonna let. But like, if the Rams just call them and say, "Hey, we'll give you a first and a second," and then they call back and say both first, and they say no, do you call back and be like, "Okay, a first and second was good"? Like
yeah,
because like
yeah,
because it would be the 13th and 29th overall pick. Like if that happens, I think like the Raiders would have to send back their second, so they moved up 4 spots.
Crosby is going to be 29 this year, so
Right.
age does take a hit a little bit with how much they'll see. And yeah, I think you bring up a good point. Teams value top 50 picks and top 40 picks
Yes.
more than people realize. And so, like, whether they should or not, teams like they celebrate multiple top 50, top 40 picks. And so, yeah, I think I could definitely see them settling for um, two top 50 picks in year one. I could also see the Rams just doing a future first and wheeling, dealing in that,
Did
knowing they could potentially
speak
recoup somebody else's first.
speaking of future first, did you see what the NFL's like some of the teams are trying to put out there right now about
Yeah, and I think
the,
it's such a bad fucking idea
if
that
that
they're gonna
happens,
do it.
like it's going to be the NBA in 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, and for those of you who don't know, like several teams, they weren't named, but several teams are pushing to be able to trade draft picks out 5 years instead of two.
Yeah.
I think,
It,
yeah,
it's
which
just
would
gonna the worst
be,
teams will become so much worse because
yeah,
teams staffs. I mean, NFL teams already keep lame duck staffs on too long, too often anyway. And you see like the Jets and the Saints like put their teams in like bad position for years to come.
yeah,
And like, oh, we got to save our jobs now type of bullshit. You let them do that 5 years out, like your bottom of the barrel teams are never going to recover. Not that they probably would anyway. And your teams like the Eagles would just continue to own the NFL from like a
yeah,
like
like the
upwards.
good GMs like Veach and Roseman like
Yeah.
are gonna absolutely cook.
You want to give Les Snead the ability to continue to wheel and deal for underpriced
Yeah,
vets for
right.
2 extra years, you idiots. So
Yeah.
that dude, Cronky would
It's
love to.
probably all the teams with the awesome GMs like, yeah, let's do this.
Oh, I
Let's
mean, it's literally just it's a microcosm of like American economy of like the poorest franchises are like, please let us take out more loan money and get into debt. Surely we will gamble back and get it all back. And the five six sharp GMs are the loan sharks being like, yeah, you know what? We'd love to do business with you and give you a little bit more leash. You just need a little bit more help.
So why are you in on Branch? Like Branch is one of the and
I'm not.
by the way,
I'm not.
Lyndon said he loves it. So like you okay, you incidentally sniped him. I I am very, very out on Branch
He's probably
specifically.
gadgety and terrible, but this is just
Yeah, it's a
it,
late pick.
it's simply from what I gather, he's a likelier top 50 pick than not, and maybe just maybe he gets work and usage and pop. He's probably dog shit, Malachi Corley shit
Yeah.
that I want to avoid. But in this range of the draft, everybody's a question mark. So at this point, if he moves up 2, 3 rounds, fine.
Yeah. I
I'll have a little bit just in case I'm wrong, just in case he's,
right.
interesting, but like he's almost certainly a total Fugazi type of guy. But like,
I fully believe that, yeah, and I was misreading what Lyndon said. I fully believe as well that he's going to rise. Like
he
he's
will.
almost for sure going to be a second round pick,
He's
but
gonna
he
exactly. He's
doesn't.
gonna crush. He's gonna get draft
Yeah,
capital. Doesn't make him good.
he doesn't like to me. He doesn't profile as a guy who's like for dynasty. I'm going to like him a little bit. For this year, I don't like him very much at all.
Yeah,
It's kind
I
of
think
where I'm
that's
at.
totally valid.
Yeah. I think that's something that I didn't do correctly last year. Uh, by the way, you want to hear the funniest thing? I told the story uh, before you knew I was streaming because this is your first drafters and you just happened to pop in, right?
Yeah, I popped my cherry
Randomly.
live on your stream.
Yeah. And so I haven't opened up a pack of cards for like basketball or football cards for probably like 8 months. And I rarely do it. I know nothing about them. I just do it because I love to waste money. Right. And I bought some Panay cards and it was 2025. I didn't read what they were. I just bought them. And I get here, I open a pack. I'm like, those were all rookies. I look, it's like all rookies from last year. So like the third pack, I got an autograph. Uh, guess who I got?
Who'd you get?
It's perfect. Just one guess. If the world was to send me one autograph, who would it be?
And you said it was last year's rookies?
Yeah,
Brashard Smith?
it was Damian Martinez.
Dame Martinez. Dude, isn't
I
the
was so big on him, man.
that's
Like,
right.
yeah.
Isn't the fucked up part that like there was an out for him to matter and it ended up being George Milani anyway? Like
Speaking of him,
that's the funny part.
speaking of Halani, I think he's a fine pick.
Yeah, he's fine. Dude,
And not-
where did Charbonnet go in this?
we will look. He usually goes to like 170-ish.
I mean, he's such a worse click
Oh,
in this.
156.
Oh my god, that's such a bad click.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, he's gonna miss
I
69
gotta
weeks.
like, man, like I was the biggest DMAR hyper
You were
out
a
there.
huge. Well, that's what I'm saying though.
And like I get the DMAR. like it's just
That's
like I
funny.
opened it and I just set it down. I just
Didn't
laughed.
he
I'm
end
like,
up on
oh my God.
someone's practice squad outside of?
He is currently on the Packers, actually.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus,
I'm the DMAR
Well-
guy. I don't tempt me. Don't
dude, you have found your Marshawn Lloyd.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have to draft him once this year. Like I don't know when it's gonna be a team I hate. I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's show Damian Martinez on it. I screwed this up. I autoed 3 picks.
I mean,
Telling a story.
yeah, right. I mean, the Packers have a long history of just giving guys opportunity. Emmanuel Wilson and Chris Brooks got
Yeah.
way more run than they deserve this year.
So after the draft, I said something pretty bold that hasn't been proven untrue yet, but like probably definitely never gonna figure it out. And that was, I still say, I don't care what the draft capital is, that Martinez is a better running back than RJ Harvey. And Harvey looked not great.
He did.
Like,
he did not look
he
great.
produced,
Yeah,
man. He
I
got a
mean,
role, but like he didn't look great. Like, and I actually liked Harvey, like, but he did not look good at all.
No, he's definitely overpriced. My
Like-
thing is like I have a hard time having a strong talent-based take on a running back who
Yeah.
I mean, Bestball Saul doing the classic
Yeah.
martingale. If I can give up on Lloyd, you can give up on Lloyd.
Yeah.
It's very obvious the team has. But no, like it's not very often that teams give up on their draft picks in season year 1 of the draft pick. So
I mean, we didn't know that he supposedly yelled at Jerry Jones's dog at his house, right?
who, Dave Martinez?
Yeah. Do you not hear that story?
I did not hear this story.
So apparently, like, and I don't know if there's any truth to this. Like somebody said this story somewhere. Like apparently he got flown out to Jerry Jones's house. Like they were very interested in him. And then like after that, they weren't interested in him. And then like after the draft, it kind of came out that like while he was there, he was just like screaming at Jerry Jones's dog like half the time. And then like he just continually fell down boards because I guess like he was a really bad interview. I don't know. I don't know if any of that's true, but like I heard this story somewhere. Um,
Okay, so
and like
well,
like
like
I we all heard that the Cowboys were interested in him, right? Like, and that's probably why because like him going to Jones's house thing, I think is like almost for sure something that probably happened.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think like it's pretty bad that like a seventh round pick, not guaranteed anything, but like I don't know how normal it is for a draft pick to like getting practice squatted in your year one is not that odd, but getting cut from the practice squad before week one that you got drafted is
Yeah.
odd.
Well,
And
they did re-sign him and then cut him again, right?
well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think they re-signed him
He
and
got
cut him
waived
again.
on August 26th, and
Yeah,
then he
because they
signed
waived him
back,
from the initial
and then he
cut,
got
and then they
released
re-signed
again.
him, and then they
Yeah,
cut him again.
yeah. And what I'm trying to figure out is why,
He,
because that seems really bad for a
well, I
team
mean,
that
Halani looked really good in preseason. Is why.
Halani looked really good, but like the Seahawks carried like 4 running backs, didn't they? With
Uh, they eventually had a fourth one after because they waived him and then they brought somebody else in at some point. Yeah,
yeah, I thought they kept a
but
fourth
that
for
was
special teams.
Halani got hurt at some point, didn't he?
I think everybody got banged up
Yeah,
at some point.
I mean it's Seahawks. Their running backs are always hurt.
Let's see. I'm
Uh,
looking at the
I'm
depth
gonna
chart.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna go through my team, and then if
Yeah,
you
go
want,
for
you
it.
can give a review on it. Uh, Jay Daniels, Kyler Murray, and Aaron Rodgers. Just two late guys to go with Daniels. Running backs: Bucky, Scadaboo, Swift, Algier, Emmett Johnson. A shot on Halani at the end. Got to build out that huge Seahawks stack without the head. We got JSN, London, Pearsall, Jaden Reed, Pat Bryant, Trey Tucker, Torrey Horton, who is, I think, one of the biggest steals in the entire pool right now, and then Omar Cooper, upside swing. Kyle Pitts. Do you think he's fallen too far now, or do you think he's where he needs to be?
I think it's where it needs to be because like some of his production was definitely like very much like the only target on the offense type of thing, and we've seen how that goes. Now
Yeah.
he looked better than he's ever been, but he's also gonna go wherever he goes, and I don't know that that's a good place. I just don't. Right? I don't know how the fit's gonna be, and I also don't know that the new place he goes like the NFL has been weird with these tweeners, and they've been weird. His coaching staff's been weird with him. So, like,
Well,
I
even
think
if he goes back to Atlanta, like the staff's different, right? Like,
exactly.
what
There's a lot of
what do we know? So,
yeah.
like,
His
I
price is
think that
fine. I like him more on drafters where like he can be
yeah,
a volume guy.
or put up
In
a
like
40-point
PPR,
week.
I think DK and drafters, he's at this price, it's very fine.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, him and then Andrews and Pryor. I feel like this isn't like an elite team, but it's solid all the way around.
Yeah. I mean, I
He,
think you did it right with quarterback, right? Like you got an elite, but then you punted pretty far with guys who are just mispriced for what they can offer.
right.
You took your shots at running back. All of them are pass catching plus, so that's good for drafters, right? Attaches some
Yeah,
good teams potential.
Algier can, but he's not known that way.
No, for him though, it's like that
He's going to
price.
clear one role potentially,
Yeah,
like
I
or
mean
one A,
that's.
one A, one B
I mean
eventually.
he's potentially just someone starting running back for
I want
cheap.
him on Kansas City so bad. Like he is the guy I want.
I mean, he kind of fits their mold of just like
Yeah,
successful rusher that
yeah,
they don't have to sub out, but if they do,
yep,
whatever.
absolutely. And then I will bring up your team, and
He'll
you
fucking
will.
end up on the Texans though. Watch.
He will. Joe Mixon will
It's gonna
end up
be
on the
that's gonna be
Chiefs.
the replacement for Chubb when they release Mixon.
Man, like the Mixon stuff is so wild.
Dude, We got the Mixon stuff the same year we got the Najee Harris stuff. The same year we got who is the other
I mean,
fucking the Jaden Blue stuff. Think of that. 3 running backs that had wild injury stories that came out
right.
before like the rumors. Like it's truly insane.
Yeah, and there was somebody else that had a wild, like another
I know
running
I'm
back.
forgetting something. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, and I'll try to remember that. Go through your team.
Oh,
If you want, like we could. I'm gonna queue up for another one in a bit. So
yeah, no, go ahead. I just wanted to do this. I saw
okay,
you were streaming, so I figured I'd jump on. But yeah,
hey, we're gonna go
first,
ahead, and I'm gonna hit my intro thing too. But we're gonna join.
yeah, go for it.
We're gonna join in 15 seconds if I find my screen.
Bestball began to rest. We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, bricks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
Yeah, we're waiting on 3 here on Drafters, the $10 tournament. And
So I see someone asked what happened to Jaden Blue. Go look up the story of how he hurt his heel or ankle because he was wearing like Gucci cleats. And then
yes,
yeah. So go check that out if you don't know that story. That was very funny. For a guy that was already getting knocked for like character concerns and effort and practice, that like 2 or like a month later or something that happens. And then
yeah, because that was like week 6 ish.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. And then, oh no, it was blisters. It was blisters. He got blisters from his Gucci.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was yeah.
I mean,
And
you know who didn't get blisters from his Gucci shoes? It's Matt Collins.
you can't get blisters from shoes if you have calluses from not wearing shoes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, for this one, I was like, you know what? Let me lean into the good teams. Let me lean into heavier running back allocation with pass catching. So, James Cook, Chase Brown, and then packing on Adams, Flowers, Waddle. So like target earners, potentially good offenses. I could see Miami get just kind of like doing a full tear down rebuild, trade Waddle, draft and bring in affordable guys. Just do like a straight up burn it to the ground, remake it. And just do what they didn't. We see teams sometimes like do that where, hey, we didn't trade guys, but we're going to trade them late for less. It happens all the time.
Quick question: are you gonna stay for the whole draft?
I'm going to bounce. So if you need a bounce,
okay. No, it's whatever. I was gonna say since we can't name them, I was gonna write it down if you're gonna stay. But yeah,
oh no, you're good.
Stay as long as you want. Like it's all good.
Yeah, I was just gonna do this one and hang for a little bit, and then go do some shit around the house, catch up.
I got off work early today, so I treated myself to a couple drafts.
Attaboy.
Like,
I mean, that's all I've been doing today. My wife's out of town; she's traveling back tonight. So every time I do something, get something done, I go, I'm gonna draft.
I said this before the stream, by the way. I actually have a pretty big week going. Like just because we got 35 watching, we got 21 likes, like pretty nice. By the way, this is Emocowboy. He over there on the Toxic Tower and over on Fantasy Sanctuary. Go look both of them up. I will put a link in there after you leave.
You're good.
On Monday, Nice and Blunt is coming on. On Tuesday, I'm solo at the moment. I like a solo stream every once in a while. I might just stay solo.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Steph Miller's on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we tried to link up last year, didn't get that linked up. So that feels good. Thursday, Steve and I are we're going to start doing a deep dive into some data on one specific topic per week. And we're going to look at wide receiver 2's effect on the offense and the draft capital of the wide receiver 1s. And basically the question was brought up, like, why is T. Higgins not negatively affecting Chase as much as the Pickens rumors with Lamb, right? And we're going to kind of try to dive into why some of things like that, and like probably like couple in like some JMO and stuff like that, and just
Sure.
total offense kind of stuff, right? And then after that, the Who's crew has lost Mo on it this week, so
Nice.
yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally get to do a show with Steph for sure. Uh, like I, she's just really good at knowing everything. Like she's very in tune with everything.
Don't blow her ego too much up. Otherwise, I've worked very hard to tear her down for the
Yeah,
last 4 years. If you could do me a little bit of a favor and
I
keep her in check.
I'm not the PPR Tyler I want beef guy. Like that is like
Ty does not want beef either. He does not
and
start enough
he
beef.
talks about it and then he backs down.
He's such a
yeah
he's such
yeah.
a
He's like yeah we should. And then he's like BBG what you got?
Dude, no, there's only one person looking for a fight, and it's me. BBG BBG is a paper tiger. PPR Tyler is a paper tiger. I am a Rottweiler that needs to be chained up.
Yeah. So have you guys been doing any like divisional correlation over on Underdog, like instinctively, or
I'm doing a little bit of it, especially when it's like potentially good teams, like
like this
Denver.
Like, it matters a little less than draft.
Yeah.
I mean, you still get the two matchups. Like you can say it matters,
especially with teams that's like they don't have enough money or draft capital to make their defense better, and they're like a team like Cincinnati. They're too stubborn. They're too cheap. Like
Steph is
like
here.
They feel like such a hammer the teams that are likely to not improve enough on one side of the ball while also being like Cincinnati's such a clear like that's why I kind of like Chase Brown. I mean, you want to talk about one of the worst channel names of all time from SEO friendly. Typal Power was a disaster of a name. But no, like Chase Brown feels like a good click. It's just like we've seen what the ceiling is. We've seen their limitations and willingness to like truly pay up for anything, and they're gonna just keep making it Joe Burrow's like Superman job. And from an offensive pace and output, very few teams you have to say like they have to score 30 points every week or they're gonna lose. So, I'm willing to pay those prices across the board. And any team that's gonna play them twice, they're gonna score a shitload if they're not the Browns. So it feels good.
Like, and Jamar Chase, guess what he does whenever he plays the Ravens? Every year except last year, right?
It's true.
Like,
although they are shifting, they finally, new coach, new philosophy, new DC, not keeping some of like the same old personnel. So like finally you might see, a non-static defense and
the Henry over Bowers is because of the way running back falls off and how you can get value later. Like on drafters specifically, I say this with Lutz getting 9th in the main last year with the McBride team, by the way. But at about the same ADP, actually. You basically have to do what McBride did last year for it to work. The running
rookie
back
QB is not likely to score enough without going full Deshaun Watson or Justin Herbert rookie year from like a touchdown efficiency. He'll be better. His price is also too expensive, especially on like season long. On DK, fine. On like
DK and Underdog, where like you're looking more for like you get your guys to the playoffs and like single week upside,
final season,
like,
finals week, sure,
like but for spike week plus sustain, like it feels a little thin.
It's
Bowers.
extremely thin, especially with like Mendoza's not a Joe Burrow prospect, so like I'm not expecting like passing efficiency to be through the roof. And Clint Kubiak's the coach. This is not going to be like a high pass rate offense from 95% of the outcomes.
Yeah, like could you imagine if Trey Tucker turns into JSN?
I mean, I'd be pretty pissed as someone that had a lot of Trey Tucker last year. And watched Geno and that offense tank despite the nut run out process. God damn it. If I get another year of a guy I had a lot of hitting the next year, if that happens for a third year in a row, I might just have to retire for sanity's sake.
Just so you're aware, I have a very similar question for Steph on Wednesday. So uh, I'm looking forward to asking this question. Uh, now she gets to think about it for 4 days.
She'll forget.
Yeah, so like I know I just said that about the Bowers price, but like the Loveland price to me feels different because of I don't really love these running backs. Number one, we already talked about elite quarterback not being as good. Um,
Yeah.
but like this is an offense I want some of. I'm pretty out. Like I don't love the Burden price, man.
Me neither. I thought Burden and Loveland both felt really pricey, but one is way more pricey than the other, and it's definitely Burden,
I
in my
mean,
humble opinion.
if they both are equal, I want the tight end.
Yeah. I mean, Loveland was stronger and less of a
Yeah,
noisy like profile, so for sure.
he got blisters from those shoes. That's how I read it. I don't know how you said it, Kelly, but that's how I read it. uh,
I mean, you can't say realistically
yeah,
Bowers is going to be JSN because Bowers does not play perimeter receiver like JSN
yeah,
does. And
and he doesn't play on the outside
I
as
that's
often.
what I'm
That
saying. Like
often, yeah,
JSN's value is that he was moved around the formation, but still a
right.
good perimeter and deep receiver. And
Like
I know people want um I
it's
know people want Bowers to be like otherworldly, but like the closest thing to tight end that plays receiver we've seen is Kyle Pitts, and it didn't go well because guess what? Tight end matched up against less athletic tight end or linebackers is where the value is. Cornerbacks are a different fucking beast. They're quite good, they're quite athletic, and they get to bracket coverage. So it's like you want your tight end running routes on linebackers, not cornerbacks. And JSN is a better athlete and a better player than Bowers. No offense. So it's like that's just not how it's going to work. If Bowers gets a 40% target share, that would be insane because
and
JSN doing it was insane, but it made sense because he's a wide receiver and how they can attack every aspect of the field. Like Bowers is good, but like Bowers is more yak than he is like just like a dominant target guy. It's just I don't know. I'd be
and,
surprised because also they have no incentive to make Bowers the only weapon. They have a rookie quarterback. They've got draft capital. They've got money. There's no reason not to like bring in, 3 weapons and see what happens.
yeah. So on top of that, like the JSN stuff, like he is so good deep, and like the
Really
one
good.
thing that we also aren't thinking about with that is Sam Darnold was honestly incredible on deep ball placement. Like,
That's where
wasn't he
he
number
performs
two?
well. Yeah.
Yeah, he was number two. Like the two, number one and two, I think played in the Super Bowl, right?
And he was the
With the,
same way last year. He was a really effective deep passer.
yeah, and like JSN can get behind, like it's crazy watching him get behind because it doesn't look like he's that fast, but he's just getting past people, right? Like the way he runs, it just doesn't look as fast as it really is. I don't know. To me at least.
Yeah, I'm looking up like Jackson Smith and Jigba had elite agility and really good explosion. He did not record a 40. You know who recorded no athletic testing? Brock Bowers. And Brock Bowers looks pretty good.
And
Um,
I agree with Adam here. Like
yeah, no,
I do
he's
think
gonna get the
that
ball a lot, but
yeah,
like it's not gonna be it might
it's
be
going to be a
JSN
lot.
year
I think
two.
I think it's going to be a lot more on like drags and stuff. Like I do think that he's going to try to slip him a bit outside and down the field, but like I
It's not
don't
gonna be
think
as
that's
much
going to
as
be the
JSN.
thing
Yeah.
that's like definitely what's happening all the time, right?
Yeah. I mean, from an air yards perspective, I'd shit myself if Brock Bowers saw 75% of the air yards that JSN saw last year. Not just because of Mendoza, but also because like a tight end's just not running the same types of routes, even if he's
Right.
very good, that like prime Gronk, prime Kelsey, prime Pitts, they are not seeing the same air yards a receiver who runs perimeter routes and runs deep. And because there's very rarely a tight end that can run as fast as a receiver because they're typically bigger so they can block and just not as fast. Like it's a fact. I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell people.
What Bowers was like high 4.4s, right? Or was
They
he?
have him they have him at like a 4.53 with the
I
pro
mean, that
day.
makes sense. I mean, that's really fast for a tight end. Like
And
that's
it is.
crazy
It
fast
legit
for a
is
tight
for
end.
sure.
I was thinking it was like 4.49 or something, 4.48, 4.49. But like that, I mean
Whatever it was,
that's pretty.
he
I
is
mean,
fast.
it doesn't matter that much, right? Like the thing is, he's fast.
Yeah, he is fast. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
So he feels fun. I hate that like you're not
I
getting much of a discount. So like the ceiling
I
has
just
to hit. He has to hit on touchdowns or volume or yards or all three.
I'm
Otherwise, you're kind
just
of up shit creek.
I'm just way less into it on drafters is all. Like
Y-
that's just the thing. Like the intermittent spike weeks of the late tight ends just seem to
Yes.
work better.
Yeah, on drafters it's tough. Yeah, DK and
We're gonna go
underdog.
ahead and stack that up.
Yeah.
Like it feels so free to like just take one of like I take one of them and just take Lawrence whenever.
Yep.
Like
I'm probably if their prices don't move too much, I'll probably start having to make myself reach around to AO to build a couple of like doubles. You
yeah,
know, I like his single week ceiling is undeniable. Problem
right,
is,
yeah.
so are several other tight ends that are cheaper. So like he has to sustain that all season long
I,
on drafters, and
I've
it's just
yeah, and
it's
on drafters, I think he should be where McBride was last year at the like at the
yeah.
basically the early round 3 is where he went.
If you're giving me a tight end who's earning similar or more volume than the receivers going around him, I'll have plenty. The problem is he's going around guys that are likely going to see more
Well,
targets than he is.
so
And
like
that's tough.
last year he was going around these like he was going around Nico as well.
Yeah,
And
this is his price last year, and I'm sorry
yeah.
that's wrong from just a pricing standpoint.
So he's basically priced as wide receiver 9 or
Yeah.
10 if you include McBride,
Yeah.
right?
I'm trying to make myself clicking more on underdog. I'm just right
I
now building so many like
yeah.
running backs in the first 3 rounds because of what we
I
talked.
will
There's
so
so few targets and tight end. I can get viable tight end spikes, not the same, but like
right.
viable tight end spikes every single round.
I'm saying so what's crazy is my 150 team, the team I got 150 on 2 years ago. I did something that I wanted to do for fun, not for real, and that's the team that hit. It
Mhm.
was one of I drafted 3 Saquon teams out of 150. It was one of those. And then I went in the middle rounds. I went George Kittle, Brock Bowers, and then I added Taysom Hill. And in like round 14. So I had around 7, 10, and 14 tight end or 13 tight end. And that one week I had 84 points from tight ends because
Dude,
because because remember the Bowers Hill week?
yes,
I had 84 points at tight end that week. And
Christ.
like I had Kittle the rest of the season who was tight end 1. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it was pretty hilarious. Like, I mean, please give me Justin Herbert at 93. Unstacked. I don't care. Like just
I think D boy needs a quarterback. It would be
I
pretty.
QD takes a lot of Herbert, so
Yeah.
they'll snag him. I assume they only have the one.
Best ball soul. I would not be inclined to take Genty and Bowers simply because again, our history on rookie quarterbacks with a Clint Kubiak offense, like
I think this is
I like Genty, I like Bowers, but like I don't know that I'm reaching for those two guys once again because given price, it's going to be tough to advance unless that offense way outperforms in the touchdown category, and or those two are just like 60% of the engine of the offense, but you're having to pay like it. And I would just say from your odds to advance and get those guys in the final week. And then when you think about it on your finals teams, do you want the same tight end and running back in the finals in a large field contest with a somewhat mobile quarterback? I don't know that like you're making it really hard on yourself if you do that. And
Yeah,
I'm not trying to make myself. I'm not personally trying to make it harder on myself.
and yeah, and like to kind of clarify what you're saying, you're not even saying that like the tight end running back combination's bad. It's just bad in the first, second round.
Yeah, the pricing is like
Yeah.
it was a little rich last year. I was doing it a little bit because I was like, well,
PPR
the
Tyler and I did it once specifically just to annoy Schneid.
yeah.
Like,
Well, and I
like
think it was
I
like
mean, no other reason.
I was a dumb believer in the pace, and I thought if they
Yeah.
can run a top 3 pace, then maybe there's a way for it to hit. But I'm not. I have no illusions of pace with Clint Kubiak in a more run focused offense. I think you take one or the other, and I like both guys. I guess I like Genty's price better. Like workhorse running back with Kubiak, it's fine, right? And then if you want to do the Bowers thing, you do the Bowers thing. I'm not, yeah, first, second round, I'm really doing that.
Yeah. 2 mules. I don't know how I missed the lobby, but man, those ribs were tasty.
Now I'm hungry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some food soon.
I'm actually gonna cook something here in a bit. Whenever this,
I got a bunch of leftover goat biryani and goat sog from last night, so I'm crushing that.
Nice.
Indian food chasing.
I gotta be up in 9 hours.
What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I work in a warehouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's some. I imagine you get home tired.
I mean, literally the second I get out of the shower, I'm like wide awake again. I have been like the last 2 days I've left early because they've offered it. I mean, no other reason than they offered it. Like, yeah, I want to go home.
Yeah.
But my legs have been super sore because I took 2 months off. Right. Expected. Right. So I didn't know, like I thought about if I would have sat down before I jumped in the shower, I would have been asleep already. But as soon as I jump in the shower,
I don't know if other people understand this, but like when I'm soul tired or physically tired and I'm like, I love getting horizontal, man. Whether I'm drunk, whether I'm sick, whether I'm tired, my ass hits the bottom of the shower and I'm like, I'm not leaving here, man. It feels too good down here.
Yeah, like the after work shower is literally until like it doesn't matter. Like even maybe not in the middle of summer, but like up until it's like 90-ish degrees, it's like until the hot water runs out every day.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels too good.
Yeah, like especially like if you do physical labor or anything strenuous, like for the day, it definitely does for sure.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have a hot tub, so I mean, I could build one, but I don't like to spend money.
I am very tempted every year to put a hot tub in my backyard, and
I have the room, and like my dad literally, like he's not a contractor, but he's built like 7 houses, kind of thing. So it would literally be zero problem to get it done. We could probably have it done.
I have a huge yard. I have I have a natural gas connection in the backyard. Like it's just, I should just do it.
Well, it's quite a bit cooler where I live, probably a lot of the year than like.
Oh yeah, it's kind of miserable, except for like just relaxing feels good. My wife loves magma showers, so like it works.
Oh, what you say, magma?
Like piping hot, and so she'd get way more out of the hot tub than I would. But when you want it, it feels good.
All right, what do you like? I love Gainwell this year. Are you in or out?
I mean, Gainwell feels pretty good. He was much better than we thought. Yeah, he doesn't have Arthur Smith, but like he's going to be viable, just like Rachaad White.
As a Texans fan, the answer is not Woody Marks, right?
I mean, gun to my head, I will take just about. I'll take Bill over Woody Marks at this point, just because it's like,
right? Dude, like I just
Woody sucks. As a rusher, if you can't be better than dusted, washed Chuba, and then the team is unwilling to use you as a pass catcher, which is where you did your work in college, I don't know what to tell you, because that line's not going to be a good run blocking line. It's never been the last 7 years. I don't know that I'm going to have any Woody marks.
50-50 Gainwell versus Gainwell is in every format right now. He's one of my top like 10 exposures.
Yeah, I like him.
I
I mean, yeah, on drafters and DK, he's very enticing because he also showed us like way more of a workhorse role than he should have. And he probably is more of the type of running back that the Chiefs maybe bring in to be kind of like the Jerick McKinnon guy.
Originally, that was exactly what I was saying. I'm like, I think either Gainwell or Algier probably end up in Kansas City if they don't get Brees. But then I heard, then I was hearing that
Brees though, man, it's not happening.
No, I don't think so either. But
they have too much that they.
I don't really
the
want them
line.
to. Like, to be honest, like I don't want us to spend for a running back. I want us to fix every other problem. Like I don't want Jeremiah Love. Like
I mean, they're not. I'd be shocked if they spend more than $5 million per year
Devo.
or a top 50 pick on a running back.
Yeah, like Woody is absolutely the most replaceable running back in the top 10 rounds. Like that is an absolute fact.
Woody is bad Dame Pierce, who this staff replaced in a heartbeat.
There's a team I want Jeremiah Love on. I don't think it'll happen, but I think it would be a lot of fun.
That's fine.
I mean, obviously everybody really wants the Cowboys, right? But like,
and the Cowboys have shown you they're not doing that. They cannot afford to.
Yeah, since the Zeke thing. But I would really like, what team was it? There was a team, the tiredness is starting to set in. So I slept 40 minutes last night. I just laid there.
I would not be on camera.
I just laid there. And then, finally woke up. Like,
I don't know what to tell people that think the Saints are not taking Jeremiah Love. They owe Alvin Kamara like $28 million this year.
So
they're not taking a running back in the first round.
I really don't
offensive line.
I don't see any of the top 10 teams taking him. I just don't see it. Like maybe the Commanders, but like they need so much help on defense. Like
but they also have like an old school dumbass coach.
Yeah.
They're the most realistic, like high end.
Like I don't see that's too early for the Titans. Like Kansas City, I don't see it there. After free agency, we'll kind of have a little bit of a glimmer into what's going on. What I've been saying, and nobody's talking about it. Like, what did the Saints just do? They just hit on a quarterback. What do you do when you hit on a quarterback and you have an okay offensive line already?
Mm-hmm.
Give it weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they just go with like Mekhi Lemon or Jordan Tyson, the huge upside guy opposite?
And they will, by the way. They traded away Shaheed. They traded for Vele for cheap. They're gonna bring in a very like capable hold on, let me make this pick and then talk.
I mean I'm listening. I'm just debating.
Oh no, I'm also on the clock, so.
Oh, you're in a different club. Okay. Man, I'm having a hard time with Tajay Spears. I don't see
I'm not having a hard time with Tajay Spears.
I feel like they're definitely going to bring somebody else in the draft or free agency. I'm leaning more towards.
He's a cheap handcuff I think they cut Pollard. Spears is explosive. He's on a rookie contract. My thing is he's just a handcuff. Now, the risk is new staff, new team, but he's proven to be a very reliable, efficient pass catcher. He's proven to be explosive even when coming off of a high ankle sprain, which is huge.
Yeah.
And ultimately, like the juice he has and the ability to handle a full workload, if they decide to play it cheap because they have needs everywhere else, he's a huge boom. And then if he only gives you a couple of spike weeks filling in, I mean, like I feel like there's way more risk with guys like Vincent and Connor.
Oh no, like in that like every draft I do, Spears is off the board like before Dobbins.
I'm looking at the first round, and I think there's a realistic chance that like Love Like,
Love may go into the 20s. Like,
well, I think it's very realistic. I don't know that the Jets with a lame duck coach might, but I don't think the GM's going to let the lame duck coach make that. But like Jets at 16 feels
what
like the most realistic spot for a running back. And so at that point, someone might trade up for him, but I don't know that anyone's trading up for a running back, even if it's talented. So realistically, I think it's 16 at the Jets, and even that seems thin. 19 to the Panthers feels way more alive, and people want to get like the Panthers with Canales cannot stop like pumping money into the running back because he just built like that. The Steelers at 21,
I do think that Love is the kind of player that a good team that needs a running back will trade up for. And like
I just don't know that they do it in this. Maybe they
like
what I guess Detroit. No, neither team traded up for Detroit or Atlanta. They stayed pat. Has a team in the last 7 years traded up for a running back? I think they've all just stayed put for a running back, right?
Yeah, but like the second overall or first overall, like some people have him. They're top 4 overall player, right? If he's there at pick 15, I get it, positional value, all that. But like, I just think that there's a chance it happens this year. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying
I'm just curious. Who is it then, right? Who is sinking their teeth into that? I have a hard time seeing anyone.
Let me go look at the draft board again. Like I said, my mind's
no, you're good. I was looking at it, and I'm having a hard time seeing anybody.
Like I did a mock the other day, and I actually just had Dallas taking him at 12 because he was there at 12. And I think if Love is there, if he is there at 12, I think Dallas is 50-50 to do it. Because they are the team that took Zeke, and whether you want to believe it or not, the Zeke thing kind of worked out. Like but overall.
I think they've been playing running back cheap to get the Zeke contract off their books. But also like they're more likely to sign Javonte
that's
than
the
they
other
are to
one.
Draft a running back in the first round.
So the other one that like literally fantasy would absolutely hate, like absolutely despise this. Like what would be like the worst landing spot for him, but a solid pick for a team? Maybe Baltimore. He sits behind Henry for a year. Like he's the passing down back for a year behind Derrick Henry.
The problem is I
don't think that it's super likely. Like I think
the Ravens are just like the only bad picks they make are just like off ball linebackers in the first round for godforsaken reasons. Like
I'm with you. I don't really see it.
And the Vikings are too smart. New GM, but like
so this is the price that I'm super in on Tyreek at. I'm not saying to jam him, but on a team
I just think with drafters, I think he's going to miss way too much of the season to matter at any price.
I don't know if he will, but I'm just kind of like at this point, I'm just gambling that he only misses like 3 games. And so with drafters, you're saying that, but like also true on drafters, 3 20-point weeks and round 14 is worth it. I'm not saying it's a smash pick.
I'm assigning odds of we have a mid-30s speed player coming off a double knee injury, who's going to be cut and will likely not be ready for camp potentially.
The poll was made up like as I was going live, and I'm on 40 minutes of sleep, and I worked for 9 hours. So
yeah, here's my problem.
It was there. It was a question. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Hold on. I'm gonna make these picks.
Yeah, like I get that it's really thin. And by the way, since you're still here, whenever I close down the stream, I'm going to show you something that you not something you don't want to see, something you do want to see.
Yeah, I guess I'll just keep staying on. I was gonna go get food, but
I love
talking ball.
And then you were in and then you're like, yeah, I got to make some picks. I'm like, well,
I am
Okay,
ripping.
I guess you're just gonna stay in
I am
the
ripping a
chat.
big board.
Yeah.
What were we, oh, Tyreek Hill. So week 4, dislocated left knee, multiple torn ligaments, including the ACL.
Yeah, I
And
do
he's
see all that.
32. How old is he this year? Yeah, he's gonna be 32 in a month.
That
So it's
would
just
look at this hot take. Hot take: Stroud will bounce back and be a top 10 quarterback.
Kelly. I love you dearly. You are an OG Twonkat. I will issue my classic stream bet for 3 years running. I will eat a shoe live on stream if that happens.
I mean, like Stroud, like how good? How many touchdowns does he have to throw to be a top 10 quarterback? Because he ain't getting there running.
It's got to be fucking
Like
what, 35 with 3 rushing
39. Like
touchdowns
I'm
minimum.
saying, like close to 40.
Well, I'm assuming if he's hitting top 10, it's because he's gotten like a couple of Joe Burrow,
Like 40
like
yard scampers.
rushing
Like
touchdowns. Yeah, some like random
yeah.
fucking rushing. He was like he had to throw 4,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, and again, I think his what were his rushing touchdowns? I think he had 3 rushing touchdowns his rookie year. Look it up.
Yeah, he did. Well, so Stroud's awesome in straight line speed. Like if the defense opens up, he
Yeah.
can go. But like as the second he has to move, he's so done. He's so done.
Let's see. I want career. Give me career. God damn it.
Come on, you guys want to like? I'll take a third tight end with Loveland if you give me Njoku at 189. You guys want to give me
Yes.
Njoku at
Wow. I
189?
am so good. Yeah. 3 rushing touchdowns, 167 rushing yards. So like he was a top 10 in points per game his rookie season. Like running hotter than the sun. And with D'Amico Ryans, they just refuse to be pass happy enough. And their offensive line is atrocious. And also he's pretty fucking shell shocked. Like it's pretty obvious. He's just
Yeah, they're talking about Jeremy Bernard here in the chat as well, and I had him ranked as 7 behind Cooper, and I've actually moved Surratt over him now again. Like,
ooh, spicy.
so well, spicy compared to the people that you're talking to, right? Like,
I like Surratt.
like no, well, like, so Jeremy, like the reason why Jeremy Bernard's like ceiling is higher for sure, but he has to land in the absolute perfect spot. Like he has to get like if Jeremy Bernard lands in San Francisco, like they will absolutely just make him Debo Samuel, and it will be disgusting. But if he doesn't land in San Francisco, like I don't know, like he has to have a role that lets him do stuff like that.
I mean,
He had like
any of the LaFleurs or the Shannings,
like
it's possible.
Like,
but yeah, I'm with you that Surratt. I tend to agree based on my limited knowledge that Surratt feels probably like more of an NFL pro game fit with the current trend away from the slot gadgety guys. That like I feel better about the odds of year 1 production from a guy like Surratt than I do.
Yeah, exactly. And it just like Zachariah Branch, like I'm not saying like I don't personally like the profile overall, but I do think if it hits, it's not in year 1. But like I do think that Bernard could hit year 1 a lot easier, but he's gonna have to learn an entire offense and be the guy who's moving around in that offense the whole time, all on year 1.
If he ends up with a Ben Johnson, that's another team. If they move away from DJ Moore and they have a more willing DJ Moore on the team, I can see it with like 7 or 8 teams. But you're right. That doesn't feel good from like an odds to hit standpoint.
Yeah, and like I'm definitely gonna be around the field, if not a little over on him. But I mean, I mean, I have 65% Cooper right now in draft.
Christ.
I'm taking him at 200 every time. Like like I I'm fully in that he is absolutely like landing spot can kill it, right? But it's also around 17 pick. If it's if the landing spot's bad, like so at wide receiver also something that I always forget every year is you bet on talent at wide receiver. The
This is
talent
true.
always shines out, right? Like I faded Igbuka post draft to some extent, like not fully. Like I had 8%, but I
And
had
what a weird
7% pre-draft,
and it
right?
and what a weird season he had.
Yeah, and then he was the best pick you could have made for 5 weeks, and then he was a pick that you made that didn't hurt you the rest of the season.
I'm still trying to figure out how to process that.
I don't know, man. Like I know I don't like it in round 5. Like him and Burden together, both of them picks. Like give
I
me
feel better
all
about
the.
Igbuka than I do Burden, though, I think.
I do too. And like, but like putting the rookies up there with them guys, like actually makes some sense. It's all the people after the rookies, and like so Sutton feels awful, like the way Pat Bryant was coming on if he stays healthy.
He does, but then he doesn't. Like
Yeah,
the fact that Sutton is the current cost, like
yeah.
it's
But Rome Odunze is the pick that like I don't know why Rome isn't just ahead of Burden. Like
well, that's the
Rome
thing.
was Rome
I
was
think that's
never
so
healthy.
wrong. I think it's so
Yeah,
slappy centric to go.
it is.
Well, we forgot that the offense struggled after week 4.
When he got
Rome then
hurt.
fractured his foot, and
Yeah,
much like Evans, he returned in the same season he should have gotten surgery and not come back from.
right.
And oh, the guy that's going above him never cracked 70 fucking percent of the snaps and the routes, but we're just gonna like Kadarius Tony all over again with like, and those profiles hit sometimes, but it's just like, why are we pricing it like it's gonna hit?
But have you considered Burden? Like and then under so like specific like and I do like I'm not gonna have zero Burden because he absolutely can put up 22,
I'm
23
not gonna
points.
have zero, but like, god damn it, I'm
It
not gonna
yeah.
have a ton because of your slappy prices, you slappy liberals.
Yeah.
Let me have some youth without pricing out some of the squeeze, man. Like,
Yeah, it's man, it is.
God.
I've never drafted so much Najee Harris.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like all the old, like Dobbins, like all the old with injury issues. Like just give him to
Dobbins
me
feels
if
like
you're not.
such a clean hit though, because like it's a foot thing. He's shown
He
to be
well
a
he
better rusher and receiver than a lot of other guys around him that are younger than him by a couple years.
all the signs lead to him coming back too, right? Like they he said he wants to go back and the offensive I think it was the GM that said that like our offense was better when he was on the team.
I mean, Sean Payton was in the
Yeah.
running back room every week going like, "Can someone get more than 3 yards on a run? We have a good line. God damn it, I want to run the ball."
Yeah. And like Dobbins got hurt what week 7 or 8
Yeah.
and still
Yeah.
paid off ADP, kind of like Scadaboo,
Yeah.
right? Like Scadaboo overpaid, like basically paid off ADP. Dobbins was like barely paid off ADP. Scadaboo definitely did. But like he's cheaper. Scadaboo is a 4th rounder now.
Yeah.
And Dobbins is 3 rounds cheaper. Like
It makes zero goddamn sense.
I give me 9 weeks of him at 140.
I have so much J.K. Dobbins because if he goes back, he's a smash. He ran
Yeah.
so cold on expected touchdowns. He was no.
No,
I wasn't
absolutely not.
clicking Mixon after
Absolutely not. Like
I refused. Hey, guess what? I refused to click Mixon after May last year. I'm refusing to click Mixon once again this year. And
I clicked
give me
so
all
much
your
Meek.
same fucking fake upside arguments. If you're not on the field and you're not signed to a team and you're not active, you cannot score points. And guess what? A phantom injury you never got surgery for, you never got cleared for, that you still haven't gotten surgery for, that still isn't fixed, is not magically going to fix itself
So
anytime soon.
I seen a rumor that I have no idea if it's true. I have no idea.
You
Like
are the
even if
rumor mill. I love this.
yeah, like it's just stuff that I've seen that it's like it seems likely, but I have no idea if it's actually true. That Joe Mixon Joe Mixon and his camp are like thinking about like the NFI stuff, like trying to get their money back. Like saying that it was not proper procedure. Like that there's actually huge beef between the team and the camp. So like even if he's healthy, he's not going to be on the team that everybody wants him to be on. If
No,
that's true,
yeah,
right?
I mean, like
Like
there's been weird shit. Like the team's been kind of coy about what's
they've
going
not said
on.
they've not said anything.
No, and
And like there's probably
they're
a reason they've not or the
they're
Mixon side's
obviously
not
playing
said
a legal
anything.
game right
Yes.
now and being very careful. And anytime that's happening, the odds that it goes in the player's favor is low, and it's certainly not in the favor of fantasy points. Yeah, whenever like they're trying to claw on, because you got to remember, like there was some like guarantees, and there was like they
Yeah.
gave him a raise. They did the dumbest thing possible. They traded for him on a good contract for the team at low cost, and then extended him by 2 years and a lot of money. And now they're he's potentially not playing for 2 years and getting paid like $28 million.
Well, the
And
NFI thing gets rid of like a bunch of that money. So like
it
that's
voids a shit ton of it. Yeah,
yeah. So I like I don't know how like it feels very likely that that's what's going on, right? Like but
almost certainly.
right, like if that's going on, what's the chances that he plays for that team?
Pretty
It's
fucking low
not
to me, man. Yeah.
yeah, it sounds like a lot less than what it's being drafted because that's people like, man, you remember how good you well, number one, like, yes, the
That was a
Texans offensive
long
like
time ago, brothers and sisters.
yeah, like the entire offensive line's gone, basically. Like like
you he was really good before 2 hip drop tackles. He's not going to be that same after fracturing his foot, which by the way, we don't even know what the injury is. We just know it's so bad he can't practice.
yeah, yeah, fresh legs. Fresh legs.
Fresh
Fresh
legs, missing foot.
yeah.
Fresh leg, missing foot. But put it
Yeah,
on a
or
t-shirt.
no, maybe a brand new foot. We don't know. Like
No,
bionic man.
So what
Yeah,
I heard from what the team did say is, from what we can tell, he has not gotten
get
surgery.
my one best
They,
there.
yeah, I mean,
I've clicked it on the Mendoza team. It doesn't feel good, but I've done it.
I'm gonna hammer my I will, if I'm ambiguous on how he will return, how a player will return from injury, I will have some humility. But when I have data that says he is a dog to even see the field, I'm gonna stand pat with that and just not get burned.
Yeah, man, I was so bullish on him last year pre-draft.
Me too.
And
And
then like
my only
I had
regret,
14%, and then like it was in May I still took some, and in June I'm like no more. Like because he fell to like 90 at that point, I'm like I'll
yeah,
take some until we get more clarity, and then it's like we're absolutely just not going to get clarity on this.
yep.
And
I
like
mean,
I was like I wrote it out a little longer than you, but like
yeah.
but
That's even
I think he would have been like he
my regret was not pulling out whenever I heard he was in a boot. I let him fall, and I
well
was like, okay, well, let me get some, because like he's
the
got enough time to heal.
well I don't regret that at all
I
because
do.
how many
The risk
times
downside was too much.
I don't think so. Like how many times is somebody in a walking boot and they play 4 weeks later? It's
I
so it happens reasonably often.
it's
So like I
but it's almost always precautionary. It's not like before. I don't, with with an older running back, it feels different than a quarterback or
yeah
like
but like
the players I'm thinking.
it was
Yeah.
also in March. It was in March.
I
He had
the
6
problem is just the
months.
risk, right? Without
Yeah.
knowing why he's in a boot,
Yeah.
if you're already at or above the field, like my regret was, I think it was I was slightly above, exactly. I
Yeah.
was slightly above the field at cost, and I should have not taken any more until there was clarity, and it would have been fine. Um, I I don't even think there's hope. It's
Yeah.
just it's Well, the problem
well,
was it was the boot, and then it was the we think he's hurt. And then
yeah, and
that's where
like,
it's like
this is
oof.
what Lutz is saying.
Oh, let me see.
Plexico burrus.
Is that
And
the word
that's
on the
why
street? The word on the so
that's
I'm
what he said that a couple times. I've not seen that
I'm
anywhere
plugged
except for
into the
him.
Houston streets, and the word on the streets is he hurt himself doing unsanctioned non-team, non-facility workouts,
I
which
would
is
have
why they're arguing the NFI versus injury guarantee, because he wasn't with the team staff, he wasn't with the facility, and it was not a cleared workout protocol. That's what I've heard.
I mean, dodging bullets would not be a clear team activity.
But if it was a bullet wound,
if
he
I
would have been
could
healed by
dodge this
now.
shot,
If it was a bullet
I'm
wound, I feel
better.
like he'd be healed by now.
I gotta improve my quickness. Like,
you know what? If he shot himself in the foot, that just goes to show that he's literally lost too many steps.
yeah. But anyway, I think I'm gonna log off. I've had an awesome time tonight. Thanks for popping in. I was just gonna do one and log off for algorithm reasons, but like now, like I'm actually at a point that whenever I do crash, I won't be up way before work.
There you go. How many? Let me pull up your channel real quick.
Got 28 likes.
There we go. Let's see. You know what? So Crossface asked a great question, and I'll say this.
Like I don't have to go right now.
No. I'm also good to go. You're at 409 subscribers. Everybody hit the like, hit the sub. When Who Hames hits 500 subs, we will do a celebratory shirtless emo stream for Who Hames if he wants that. By the way,
you know my 500 sub goal, right?
I don't.
I'm just gonna do a 12-hour live stream.
Well, there you go.
Post draft.
I'm happy to come on shirtless for your 12-hour stream.
Yep. Figure I will be reaching out to everybody then. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna happen. Actually, we're definitely gaining some momentum, and like Bestball really seems to be blowing up for this year already. Like
people are hungry.
I think this is the year it really takes off. So
I agree.
No, this will not happen, sir. Like,
no, who will wear a shirt that looks like it's shirtless?
Like, just imagine how much hair is on this body with this beard. Like, you don't want to.
That's just going to make the people want to see it even more.
Yeah, I know.
Just wear a shirt that's a hairy shirtless guy. It's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, they could just wear one of those. Never mind. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
Shut it down while you still have steam, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm out. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow night, probably around this time. Actually, I'm just gonna probably do a draft. We'll see what I feel like after work that day. But definitely thank you for coming on. Go check him out over on Toxic Tower, over on Fantasy Sanctuary. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Who Hames, he knows ball. He's in all the streets. Sub, like, come back. He's good people and he's sharp people. So definitely, you're missing out if you're not enjoying his streams. So keep it rolling, brother, and see you around in all of the draft streets. Good.
All right.
Thanks for having me on.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Peace.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who hates? Thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, bangs, games. Degen wrath of views, stone age torment.